Hi, welcome to Thursday, and the quick devotional thought I have for you today is kind of tied to our citywide prayer walk this week. I hope that you've had an opportunity to get out in your community or the neighborhood or anywhere around our area and take advantage of seeing where God just leads and guides you in your prayer. I've had the opportunity to walk around the hospital this week a few times. It's usually a regular route for me, but I've been able to go out a couple different times this week with a different perspective, a different focus, and that's just been a really big blessing. It's so neat to be able to look out over our city and see the mountains in the distance, and it's just such a opportunity to worship God in his creation and just be in awe of him, and it's just a beautiful thing. I also had the opportunity to just pray over the people that work in the hospital. They're in. I think they're highlighted exponentially right now, but the fact of the matter is that those people that work there, nothing has really changed for them in terms of how much they, do their job. They're very dedicated. They're very focused, and they do matter so much, whether it's a crisis or not. They do really carry a lot of weight with how they interact with people, and most often they are just caring for people in not so great situations. And so just praying over them, praying a blessing on their jobs, praying a blessing on their hands, and that God would guide their work and even guide their hearts, because that can be something that I have no doubt the times I've been able to or had to be in the hospital for things, just witnessing what the doctors and nurses and support staff, what they go through, it's not for the faint of heart. And I can't even imagine if I see like a snippet of what they deal with and what they have to fight through, whether it's fatigue or sickness themselves or just even upset patients. I just prayed for them to be kind of fortified in their resolve for their jobs and for really having a heart for why they're there. And I just also prayed I felt like God was leading me to remember the passage in 1 Peter chapter 1 where it talks about Jesus being our living hope. And it got me to thinking about how during this time we often talk about, I hope the borders open up. I know that's on my heart because my mom is in South Dakota and I don't get to see her this year, and because of the borders. And so we often throw that phrase around, I hope this happens, or I hope we get to do this. I hope my car doesn't break down. I hope that it doesn't rain on Saturday. Things like that we throw around that phrase quite a bit. But God brought me back to that passage where it does talk about Jesus being our living hope. And it was just like an aha, again, reminder for me that is ultimately what each and every one of us need. But I really prayed that over the hospital because I know that so many people that take advantage of those services there are struggling in some way. They're not having their best days. They're maybe in there for not so great reasons. And just praying that they do just find Jesus and cling to him as their living hope. And for all of us too, we know that hope is something that we need to keep going. Hope is sometimes, you listen to prisoners of war, and when they lose hope, it just is really difficult to keep going on. And so hope is a very, very special thing. It's a very wonderful thing that keeps us going. But where is our hope lying? And so I prayed that over the hospital area, and prayed that for us just in general, because we need to be aligned with where our hope truly does lie, and if it is living hope or if it's in something that actually doesn't deserve our hope, and or putting our trust for hope in that thing, that vehicle or something we can't control. And so that may be kind of arbitrary, but to me it was just so heavy on my heart as I walked around the hospital area this week. And so I encourage you today, if you haven't yet already gotten out with a group or individually, been able to move around the community, or even if you're not mobile, maybe just staying home and thinking, or maybe you can even look at a map of the area and just pray over the area that way as well. I encourage you to engage in our citywide prayer walk, and please don't hesitate to jump on here or email us at the office and share with us what your experience has been with the citywide prayer walk, because we really do believe that it's a great thing for us to do for our community and just cover them in prayer and cover this area in prayer. So blessings to you today. Enjoy your Thursday, and we will talk to you next time. Bye.